Alright guys, what's going on? This is Otis here, and today the gameplay is pretty much one of those like 1,000 ticket games on No Char. I was just in the scout helicopter, pretty much just screwing around, trying to capture as many points as I could just to rank up the helicopter, because I believe like I'm a star and a half away now from the 10th service star on the scout helicopter, so I've been trying to play that map a little bit more than all the other ones just so I could rank the scout helicopter up. But today's commentary is about injuries and dealing with injuries too. Not just getting the actual injury, but a lot of people don't rehab injuries properly, and they just like give up and stuff. And that's when you get your your permanent disability sometimes too, or you start getting a little bit lazy after injuries too. And I've had two major injuries throughout my life so far, and my first one when I was way younger. I was in 3rd grade and actually had my my appendix explode and burst on me, and pretty much I should have, by all rights, I should have died from it, but I luckily somehow ended up surviving, and so I got a nice little about 2-inch scar pretty much on my belly, just like a few other people have now. I know like what they do now for your appendix is they actually go through your pretty much your belly button and then go through like other parts of your body too to minimize the scarring. But I got a nice little scar there. But that, since it was so late into the appendix exploding by the time they actually found out what was wrong, because pretty much you have like flu-like symptoms, and that's how people end up dying from it, because you're pretty much just in bed, you think you have the flu when you actually don't have the flu, when it's a body part that's pretty much just exploded, and it's just pretty much killing you from the inside. And pretty much the reason why I ended up surviving that one was, I originally went to the hospital, probably like 4 or 5 days after the symptoms, and then they said, oh, it's just the flu, go home, rest, which is, what usually happens with the appendix. And then about 2 days later, it was getting worse and stuff. And then my dog ended up actually stepping on my stomach, and I just threw up. And then my parents just knew from then on that hey, it's not the flu, it's something else. Until they took me back to the hospital, they did more tests and stuff, and they found out it was appendicitis, which was unfortunate. And it was so bad and so late into the stages of it that I was pretty much in the hospital for almost about a little over 2 weeks, and pretty much just bedridden after the emergency surgery too. And it's the only time I've had surgery, which it was fun, but it's you don't remember to, or I don't say it was fun, but the hospital was really nice, because my dad was in the military at that time, and so we were in a military hospital, so the food was amazing. That was absolutely the best part of being in the hospital for so long, was just having like amazing food all the time. But the one thing I do remember about the surgery is being wheeled in, and for my surgery it was countdown from 100, and I got to 96 and I was out, and then the next thing you're waking up in the hospital bed and stuff. But that was really hard too, because it was so far with the appendix exploding and stuff that I actually had to like learn how to almost like walk again too. Like I couldn't like really walk after, because I was just so bedridden, and then just my body just almost got a little paralysis and stuff too. But I was able to combat that, and finally fully make like a full recovery, minus the scar and stuff. But my other recent injury that pretty much that I'm glad that it actually happened to was I ended up getting tendonitis in my my right Achilles, and every so often it still bothers me and stuff. But I used to run a lot, and I ran pretty much like in high school, and after high school too, I continued running a lot, and I was up to about like probably between like 4 to 5 miles a day and stuff. Just trying to stay healthy and whatnot. And then what ended up happening was my Achilles was just slowly starting to hurt and stuff, and I was pushing through it. I thought, oh, it's gonna heal, and it just didn't heal. It just kept getting like worse and worse and worse, and kept hurting more and more and more. And I was thought, what, this, I just can't run anymore. So I stopped running. I just started getting lazy. Then just like after probably like a few weeks, I was like, I just it was affecting my job performance, at UPS, and so I was like, I have to go to the doctor. There's just no exception, that I can't. And so I ended up going to the doctor. Then I ended up going to a like a sports specialist here, pretty much where I live, and they ended up you know, the doctor came in there and knew exactly pretty much like what it was within probably like 3 seconds of talking to him too. He's had the same thing before too, because he was a runner also, luckily. And so pretty much, you know, I got a prescription for physical therapy, which pretty much, you know, has changed my life for the better too, because you know, after I stopped running, it was probably about between my full running and all the way up to the point of where I went to the physical therapist, I probably gained about 20 pounds or so, I would say, and I was just getting like lethargic and just like lazy, and you know, I wasn't eating healthy. And what ended up happening was, you know, I went to the physical therapist. You know, I figured out, you know, what was wrong with my Achilles and pretty much what I had to do. And the tendonitis was actually so bad in my Achilles that it was almost tendinosis, which pretty much what tendinosis is for those of you that don't know, which I didn't even know until I went in and was talking to the physical therapist. Is tendonitis, once it gets into its once you have it for a while, actually, your pretty much your joints and your connective tissue that has the tendonitis, is they actually start hardening up, and you almost kind of get like an arthritis type thing, which, you know, you can you know, with rehab and icing and stuff, you can you know, you can push that away and, you know, be completely healed from it. It's not like a permanent thing. But I was like, you know, whoa, you know, I can't believe I put the doctor off, you know, for that long, and you know, it could have been like a worse thing too. And my Achilles does still bother me occasionally, but you know what it does now too, you know, learning from the physical therapist is, you know, just ice it, stretch it, and just take care of it like right when I think something's wrong and stuff. So, you know, hopefully you guys ended up liking this video. You know, if you have an injury, just ice. Ice is like one of the most underrated things, I would probably say, for sure. If you got like a sore or something, just ice it, like heavily ice it too. Typically what you want to do is you want to ice something maybe for like 15 or 20 minutes, but pretty much what I do and my physical therapist recommended was pretty much icing something. If you're going to direct ice something, I would do, and he recommended too, like 10 to 15 minutes. If you're not going to direct ice it, which pretty much means like putting an ice cube like directly on your skin, you know, you don't want that for a long period of time, because what can actually end up happening is you can get frostbite pretty much, you know, from icing yourself, which is something you don't want to do. And then, you know, what I typically do when I get my Achilles bothers me, or even another body part too, is I'll get a paper towel when I have my ice pack, and I just get tape. I just wrap it up, you know, really tight, and I do that for about 25 minutes to a half an hour actually, which is a little long time. When you take it off, you know, your body part there, your ice is going to be a little stiff and sore, but it feels so much better than next day. So, you know, it's something I would definitely do. But you know, guys, take care of yourself. You know, if you're hurting it, like certain parts like your body and stuff for an extended period of time, you know, go to the doctor, get that stuff checked out, you know, get healthy, you know, stay healthy. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary and the gameplay, and thanks for watching.